Hi, Joseph Clay here with my Cazoo Epsom Oaks and Cazoo Epsom Derby tips. This podcast is sponsored by Bloodstock Evaluator. So, we're here today to give you some tricast, dual forecast tips. You know, the first three in the frame, that's what we do. That way, you know, if you have a horse that you like, you can add to it and get the tricast or the dual forecast. How did we do last time? Well, we tipped out the last podcast that we did. We tipped out the 1,000 guineas and 2,000 guineas. We did have Cachet to place. She did actually win the race, so that was good. She was a long prize. So she did come in the frame. So if you haven't watched our podcast before, we're looking at the angle of the pedigree and how it plays into it. And these horses are still kind of unexposed, and we're trying to be able to narrow down the pedigree with this tool from Bloodstock Evaluator that measures the 6 foundation sires that have a prepotent influence on each horse. So we have some interesting horses. I mean, let's start off with the 430 Cazoo Oaks. So between the two Gosden fillies, we like Nashwa to win. She has a longer stride. She actually had a faster time for going 10 furlongs than Emily Upjohn. She has more turn of foot, more stamina profile than her stablemate. We feel she's a better value. We feel that she has the ability to win. There's going to be pace in the race. There's enough fast fillies, but as well as there's strong stamina with the Aidan O'Brien runners. And then we have Concert Hall, trained by Aidan O'Brien. And then also we have With the Moonlight, who's by Frankel, out of Charlie, who's trained by Charlie Appleby. So that's who we have in the frame. Now, we feel there's certainly going to be fast pace, but you need stamina as well. So that's going to lend itself for horses that have that turn of foot and that striding ability. And all these horses have really good striding ability and turn of foot. So if you look here at Nashwa's numbers, she has a really high, she has the highest turn of foot factor. She has really high galloping, which is striding ability. She has good stamina at 99, which, you know, that is really high. That's 1.5 miles. Her stablemate, Emily Upjohn, she has 92. So she has good stride galloping at 99. But she does have strong Hampton. That was one advantage she has, which is strong toughness and early maturity. So she does have that going for it. Is that going to make the difference? We don't know. But I've willing, at the price, I think she's 4-1. I think she's worth going for. And then covering it with Concert Hall of Aidan O'Brien's, and then having Charlie Appleby's horse With the Moonlight in the frame. So you know, how you ever want to do it, it's you know, it's the Epsom Oaks. I mean, what can you say? But looking from a pedigree standpoint and the physicality and matching those two up, the physicality and the pedigree, we feel like Nashwa is the horse to beat. And, you know, if you want to add Emily Upjohn in it, you can. I'm just saying, I feel like Nashwa is a horse of the Aidan of John Gosden's. Of the Aidan O'Brien, I like Concert Hall the best, longer price. And then having an With the Moonlight by Charlie Appley could be in the frame as well. Going on to Saturday, the 4:30 Epsom Cazoo Derby. We feel like Desert Crown is a horse to beat. I mean, it's going to be really hard to beat this horse. He has a great profile. Looking at his numbers, he has good turn of foot, good striding ability. He has a certain amount of speed, a load of stamina, 101. That's really high. He has, he's high, but he has a huge stride and he has that turn of foot. So those are all very important to get yourself out of, if you get caught up behind horses, to be able to have that acceleration. I really feel like he is a horse to beat. Then we have Nation's Pride. He's by Teofilo out of Important Time. He has really good turn of foot as well, stride, certain amount of speed. I mean, he has a little more speedier profile. So, you do a dual forecast, back him each way. If Desert Crown, gets behind horses, that way you're covered. Now, a long shot we have is Royal Patronage, trained by Mark Johnson. He's 33-1. He's by Wooden Basset, who now stands at Coolmore. He was in France at Arasto Atrium. He has huge scalloping. He's a true staying horse. If they do go a really fast pace, he could be in the frame. He's 33-1. And he could be one to put in your tricast or dual forecast. So we have Desert Crown to win, Nation's Pride to place, Royal Patronage to place for the 4:30 Epsom Cazoo Derby. Thank you for watching our podcast channel. Wish you all the best of luck in the best race, the Epsom Derby and the Epsom Oaks. Truly the standard of the thoroughbred. Good day. Thank you.